of them, teams of very bright young people dealing with problems here in the Netherlands, but also in Indonesia and in the United States. And these 24 papers were of high quality, and the jury, as always, had a very difficult task to judge the final verdict. Well, I'm going to ask these people to come here. We have a very small present because, as Cees Veerman said, difficult times. Difficult times. But nevertheless, we have seen that with great creativity and inspiration, these youngsters have given their contribution in form of these papers. And first, I would like to ask Hyeon Lee of Guyong Park, Tak Park, and So-Min Shin of Harvard University, the Department of Landscape Architecture. Oh, you're there. Yeah, please come to here. If you could step on this side, then. Well, the jury, a very short word from the jury. This vision for de-engineering water management in the Netherlands is especially interesting because it powerfully illustrates that the issue facing Delta City requires regional approaches that view the Delta as a landscape system. And that's what your contribution makes so interesting. And if everything goes right, there is a small present beneath here, so I have to look for it. Oh, well, it's bigger than I thought. May I congratulate you with this excellent, excellent contribution. And once again, in the full limelight of momentary fame. Huh? And now you have to step down. And we wish you the best of luck. And I'm sure that we will hear from you in the future. The second prize winner of the three teams is Novi Ramamati of Gadjah Mada University, the Department of Water Resource Management. Now, where is she? Where is she? Oh, there she is. And you see, this is the present. And you get also 3,000 euros. And the other ones also. I forgot that the saying Wim mentioned. So this is 9,000 euros this afternoon, Mr. Slingerland. Huh? Well, just a word. You have studied the Semarang Delta, and you have looked at the intensive groundwater abstraction in the coastal areas of Semarang, and you studied it, and you made very interesting contributions of where we could build houses and where not. And I think this is a great contribution, not only to your country, but also to the general insight of science where we could build in the future. So this is interesting for our country too, because you know we have a lot of water and we want to build houses. So we try to implement your insights here in the Netherlands too. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best of luck. Well, it would be great if I could say where you can have the check, where you could collect the check of the 3,000 euros. I don't know, but it's not here. It's not. I figure that will be that. Okay. Well, I see very important persons nodding on this subject, so I think that will be good. So the third one and the last one is the big leak. And that is adaptive responses to the New Orleans land subsistence crisis, and that is done by David Wooden of Virginia University, Department of Landscape Architecture of the United States. Congratulations. And judges were impressed by the innovative idea and excellent presentation of this paper. So, another gift and another check. I don't know where it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see, those youngsters, we will hear of them in the future. You can be sure of that. And this book, sponsored by the Delta Alliance, Royal Haskoning, and Rotterdam, you will get an exemplar of it at the reception. At the reception, so you have to wait for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cees Veerman, and congratulations to the winners of the competition for this year. May I invite the members of our panel to come to the fore and join me at the table, please. In the meantime, perhaps I can introduce them to you. You all should have a flyer. The Governor of Jakarta, Mr. Fauzi Bowo, Dr. Hussein El Atfi, the first Undersecretary and Head of the Irrigation Department at the Ministry of Water Resources and Irrigation in Egypt, Professor Le Quang Minh, who is the Vice President of the Vietnam National University in Ho Chi Minh City, Dr. Wenwei Ren of the World Wildlife Foundation in China, and Will Travis, the Executive Director of the San Francisco Bay Conservation and Development Commission in the US, and of course, Kees Slingerland. Governor Bowo, we would like to begin with you and with some images that you have brought for us of flooding in the city of Jakarta.
Okay. It's on?
You're
okay.
On, yes.
Okay.
Are the images on? Yes.
It's our images. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Kees Slingerland, our chairman, and distinguished colleague, ladies and gentlemen. So it's my pleasure indeed to explain to you how vulnerable Jakarta is to the climate change compared to any other regions in our country and in the Southeast Asia region. So as Minister Hersinger mentioned also that Jakarta and Indonesia is rated higher risk and very vulnerable to climate change. And on top of the list is some of the municipalities in Jakarta. We have had a very serious flooding in the year 2007, whereas almost 500,000 people has to be evacuated that time, and it's caused a lot of financial as well as social costs at that time. So what do we do in order to prevent such flooding happen again and again? So we have a master plan based on a polder system. It is like in the Netherlands. Yeah. But unfortunately, because of many reasons, the master plan has not been completed yet. So we had to sort out all the infrastructure and complete it as soon as possible and according to our financing.
The image we're seeing, is this some of that infrastructure?
This is one of the Eastern Flood Canal that just recently completed. We managed to complete this 23-point-something kilometers within 2 years. Construction and land clearance. Land clearance is the most critical point, in particular in Indonesia these days, where we all enjoy democracy. Yes.
It's a mixed blessing, we know.
I'll tell you more about that later on.
During or after the panel?
Maybe after the panel. It's better and safer too. Yes, our target is actually as how to prevent that kind of flooding happen again and again, as I mentioned before. But we also want to reduce the